Hi everybody, welcome back to Story Reckless. We're back to me doing most of the talking for now. Yay. Yes, we are going to be playing The Quiet Year this evening. And if you, for some reason, are new here, I am Nathan and I will be the facilitator tonight, I believe is what it's called in The Quiet Year. Um, and so just I guess we can do a quick little round since we're doing our first new session for this. And I use he, him pronouns. So if you want to throw it over to you.
I'm Claire. My pronouns are they, them.
I'm Olive. My pronouns are she, they.
I'm Enyo. I'll use any pronouns.
There we go. So, Quiet Year. Yes, this is going to be a little, we'll see. This will probably be like 3 to 4 sessions. But yeah, this is a world building game. And yeah, I think only Claire and I have played this once before.
I've played it.
Oh, you have played it. Okay, great.
Personally.
I have not run this before, so we're all gonna learn together. It is a very collaborative game, so it's not like you necessarily need a GM, but let's figure this out together. So, first thing,
Whoever's read the rule book most recently.
which is me, I think.
Yes.
So I'm gonna send this over to the map, and I'm gonna be kind of following this module here really quick because
The map that is blank that we are going to make.
yes.
Okay.
Well,
It's
first,
just making sure.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
a
yeah,
map in potentia.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So to start, I'm going to briefly read this little opening here that comes with the Quiet Year, and we can tweak this as we like. This is supposed to be very open-ended. So, for a long time, we were at war with the jackals. I don't know who the jackals are. We'll figure that out. Now, finally, we've driven them off, and we're left with this: a year of relative peace, one quiet year, with which to build our community up and learn again how to work together. Come winter, the frost shepherds will arrive, and we might not survive the encounter. This is when the game will end. But we don't know about that yet. What we know is that right now, in this moment, there is an opportunity to build something. So, with that in mind, we first need to do... Let me find it here. Yes. So what we're first going to do, this game is broken up into seasons. We start in spring, then we go to summer, then autumn, then winter. And it is broken up into 52 weeks, basically a standard playing card deck, and that deck is split into the different seasons. We're going to draw a card and go around the table essentially and draw a card. And each time we draw a card, we read what is on it, and there usually are 2 different choices, and whoever drew that card makes a decision on those 2 choices, and that will sort of help shape the world. But before we can even do that, we are going to start by creating our world. As we are all essentially going to be building this together, we are basically playing a community that has found themselves in it could be a post-apocalyptic style event or like approaching the apocalypse. It's just a community that is struggling, as the intro stated. It could be after a big war, it could be after some cataclysmic event, and we're trying to rebuild. So before the first week of play, we're going to establish the general landscape for our map. This is going to begin with us discussing what the general terrain and habitat is, and this could be as simple as the example here is, how about we're in a community in a rocky desert? I think we'll come up with something. And then we will start sketching stuff. So once we agree on where we want this to be located, we are going to sketch some rough things onto the map. And these can be simple symbols. They can be, like a bay or something like that. The other guidance here is the community should be fairly large on the map, perhaps taking up 1/3 of the sheet. And usually the community has around 60 to 80 members. So let's start with the general terrain. What are we all thinking for where this takes place? I have an idea that I kind of came in with, but which I could present now. But if somebody else is really itching to like throw something out there, I'm also open to that.
I have too many terrains in my
Terrains.
Yeah.
Well, let me start us off with this brief one that I think I've even like run past you guys in the past previously, but I kind of have this idea for some sort of space where life exists in like the upper atmosphere of either a gas giant or a Venus-esque planet. So if it's Venus, for example, I've been listening to a lot of stuff about Venus, and Venus in its upper atmosphere, the climate is relatively temperate between like, I think like 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And then, obviously as you go down, it gets like insane. Like it's like 900 degrees and it's basically, as far as we know, it's like unlivable. So it could either be like upper atmosphere of a Venus-esque planet or upper atmosphere of like a gas giant style planet, where it's like the further down you go, the higher the pressure gets, the more crazy it gets. But the point being, somehow there is the ability to exist, life exists in this sort of like Goldilocks zone of the upper atmosphere of this planet. So that's my like idea I came in with, but discussion.
I love that. I was gonna ask for like something in the clouds.
Okay.
So
Perfect. Yeah, I'm down with that. I was talking to a friend who, at the drop of a hat, will talk about Venus dirigibles. So
Okay, great. Now the next question is, because when I was thinking about this, it's like, how do we want to establish, like, do we want to keep this relatively simple, and our community is humanoid shaped beings that are somehow existing in this environment, therefore there's like some type of solid ground features that exist for people to move around on. Also, I think there should be something like that, because if there isn't, I'm not sure the map might not be as interesting to just be drawing like swirly clouds everywhere. So if we can kind of have sky islands, I think that'll
Skylands.
Skylands.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it as just like a big kind of sphere, right? That's sort of sitting in that matches density with the rest of the clouds. So it is just like an island, right?
Oh, you're saying like whatever these features are literal spheres that, or some sort of spheroid shape that's like floating in the atmosphere.
That is the picture that my friend painted for me at great detail. So that is what I'm imagining.
Wait. So I'm not quite following. So we have a bunch of balloons rolling around, and we're on top of the balloons like an exercise ball, or like
No, we're inside.
we're inside the balloons.
Inside.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they're balloons, but we're assuming that the outer atmosphere is like a lot denser than our atmosphere.
Okay,
also.
so then this brings up another question is, in this situation, are we essentially like colonists that are here, and we have these artificial structures that we're living in, or is this our native home and there are somehow naturally occurring organic structures that sort of do that? Like are we like living inside of giant algae ball, some sort of like plant like algae sphere that just floats in the upper atmosphere, but there's like a whole internal ecosystem inside the little globule,
Yes.
okay.
I like this.
Okay.
Hear me out. The skeletons of like creatures that naturally live in the sky.
Okay, and the skeletons float when they die?
Yeah. Well, because they're skeletons, you know, of the creatures.
Okay.
Like reverse whale fall.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, what if they're creatures that live in the lower parts of the planet?
And then they
and they die
come
and
up.
they
Right.
float up. Their carcasses float up.
That's even better. I like that a lot.
And we're still living on the insides of the bones?
Yeah, are we
or-
living on the insides of the dead things, or are we also? Is it because this could be two things? We could have dead things floating in the sky that we could use, and these sort of algae plant-like balloons. So we sort of have these.
Mothballs.
Okay. How about we do? Okay. Well, why don't we do both? Porque no
Yeah,
dos
sure.
dos.
Do
Okay.
both.
So we've established our setting. Let me see what the next step is on. Do we just hold on? Once we agree, each of us introduces one detail about the local terrain and then sketches it onto the map. Okay, so we now will introduce one detail. So, and you introduced the floating carcasses. Do you want to start with that?
Or
I can start with the moss.
Yeah,
I can start
yeah.
with the big balls. The big balls.
I think let's start with the big balls.
Okay, I'll start with the big balls. And then if I'm gonna start with the big balls, based on great start, everybody, great start. I'm gonna go. Where's my pen? No. I was so.
It's always the
excited.
pen. It's always the pen.
I just did what Enyo did. I was gonna draw with the tablet, and then I lost my pen. No. How could this-
And you can start with the whale fall while
No,
we-
I'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna draw some.
whale rise.
I'm gonna draw some initial.
Whale float.
I'm gonna draw some initial floating. So do you guys know what Oh God, I can't think of what they're called, but they're these water plants that have these big bulbs, and then they kind of like
Yes.
flute up, and they sort of float. So I'm kind of imagining something like that. So.
Is that just kelp?
Well, oh yeah, kelp is kind of similar
Yeah,
to that,
kelp
but
does
there's
that too.
these other ones
Yeah.
that grow on the surface of like ponds and stagnant rivers.
Mhm.
I think they're native to like the Amazon, but anyways, so I'm gonna kind of do it off to the side, and maybe we can go outward from there. So I'm gonna say that there are these.
Oh, are these like literally that, and they're like rooted down in the
That's
atmosphere?
what I'm thinking.
And we're
I think
basically
that
Oh,
was-
living
you mean
on
like
the-
the roots extend all the way down to the bottom?
and we're
or-
living on lily pads kind of situation.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
Which the lily pads are free floating, like they just have roots going down.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
they're not
cool.
connected. But-
So, oh my God. So this is probably way too big. So maybe, are we gonna kind of do this?
So
in,
we're
like,
assuming we can breathe the atmosphere.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I know this is massive. Just bear with me.
Bear with me.
Just,
Where?
Just off camera.
Yes, Claire and Olive are together, so they'll probably be a menace for this stream.
A menace.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
and
now
I don't
take
want-
these and I'm gonna shrink them down. See?
Okay,
But
I
if
will
this is our
say-
community, shouldn't it be big?
And
Uh,
also maybe from the top.
Yeah. I'll start working on this. So this is my little area. I'm gonna start probably doing these in maybe like 3/4 view, so we'll see like a little bit of the roots, and I'm gonna do it up in kind of this sort of upper right hand corner. So yeah, let me redraw these. I'm gonna put these off to the side. Why can't I move you? Excuse me. Put these off to the side here.
And did you want to go for the whales?
Sure. I guess I'm still wondering about the question of what is the terrain of the lily pads we're on?
Okay. Hold on.
Like what is that like that?
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of like, I imagine this is sort of like 3/4 view. So we sort of have like, we're looking down on this. So yeah, actually this is helpful, I think, for visualization. So if this is profile view, then what I'm starting here is sort of looking down on these floating lily pad-esque islands. Cool.
Just
I'll-
making a goldfish,
I'm
not a
gonna-
whale.
I'm gonna add a few more. I'm gonna get rid of these. Okay, very cool. Cloud City time. Yeah, that's right, Wash Grandpa. We doing Cloud City. But very organic.
Make this small.
Very happy dead whale.
Is it a happy dead
It's
whale?
So happy to be
It-
feeding.
Yeah. It knows that its death will benefit others.
Amazing. All right. How do we feel about this lily pad cluster?
Seems good to
good.
me.
Okay. Should I shrink this down a little because we do have quite a bit of map to work with?
I think we're good.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess these are the big overall features. So
It's what we live on.
Yeah. So if anything, it could be bigger.
So I imagine that this area up in the upper right is sort of like, well, I guess we'll find out because the whale fault could also be a potential place to build our home. So okay, so that was me and Enyo. Claire or Olive, would you like to add a feature to the map?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nathan, when you were drawing them kind of like from top down and from the side at the same time,
Yes.
those made me feel, or it reminded me of like scientific journals or just like sketchbooks of like a kind of a Darwin exploration.
Yes.
So what if this community that we're part of is basically like a Darwin voyage that has gotten stranded here?
Okay.
Like our spaceship has crashed, got entangled up in the vines, perhaps.
Great.
And maybe like I'm trying to think of what the War of the Jackals might have been. Like it could have
We
been.
could have been fleeing. Maybe we were almost refugees and
Yeah,
crashed, or
What if the layer of atmosphere above us is an internal storm, essentially? And well, I'm wondering, like, is it a natural a natural occurrence
Mhm.
that we ran into that we just ended up calling the war with the jackals as we fought to get down to this level of the atmosphere
I see.
where
So
we knew we could live.
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
so all of you are going to be adding our crashed ship that
Yeah, and I think it's tangled up in the vines or the roots of one of these guys.
perfect. Let's do
So
it.
like,
So is this almost like an arc-esque thing, like are you picturing this as like a ginormous well, I guess it's 60 to 80 people, so big.
Yeah, I think-
but
Enormous.
like a science vessel
Science
sort of
vessel, got it.
situation.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a big central kind of like a dome and then like a couple like discs coming off it.
Cool. Love it. We got a lot of like circular shapes going on. It's good.
Yeah.
I found the pen, by the way. I was panicking. I was like, where the fuck is this pen?
Then I don't like that one.
Yeah.
And then it has, like lots of like antennas and stuff coming
Oh.
down off of it. It's kind of like a lily pad itself. Yeah.
Or like almost like a jellyfish. I love this. This is cool.
Yeah, and it's tangled up in those. And these are like solar panels or something.
Amazing. Do you mind if I kind of add some of the like tangly roots, almost like wrapping on it?
Please.
Okay. Very cool. Awesome. Claire.
Yes.
Got an
Then we
idea?
have above it. I'm getting like a. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay.
Well, the storm.
The storm. The
Amazing.
jackal.
Yeah, I mean, I know that we're like looking top down for this map, but yeah, just put it up there and we'll know that that's like up. Okay. Incredible.
Oh no, we're trapped here.
We're
We're trapped.
On purpose.
This is the first expedition that's like reached and breached the jackals, and it's a whole world
Indeed.
previously unknown to science.
So, with all of this laid out, our next step is we must each name an important resource for the community, something we might have in either abundance or scarcity. Don't draw it right away. So some examples include, these are very like clear and obvious ones, but clean drinking water, adequate shelter, fish. These are some of the examples. So we're each going to choose a resource, and choosing a resource makes it important if it wasn't already. If you pick gasoline, it becomes something our community wants and needs. So have everyone name a resource before proceeding. Now we choose one of these resources to be in abundance, and whoever named that resource draws its abundance on the map, and then the rest are in scarcity, and then the remaining players draw theirs on the map for scarcity. So let's start with some resources. Does anybody have something like top of mind, like right away? I don't have anything jumping to my mind at the moment. So
Scientific discoveries, like Scavenger's Reign style,
okay,
of just like we are finding weird
got it. Okay,
animals, ecosystems, doing all sorts of crazy stuff here.
okay. So scientific discoveries, awesome. Let me
And maybe like, and how do you say like the Scavenger's Reign, like abundance of like weird animals that do things?
I would call that maybe like living machines, living systems that you integrate yourself into and use.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to.
Yeah, biotechnology is technically right, but I think has the wrong like.
could it just be
implications.
could it just be new fauna? Like, is that too basic?
Let's say biological marvels.
Biological marvels.
Like-
Great. So here, I'm gonna open our resources index card, and I am going to add another category that's just so we can start tracking this. So biological marvels. Anybody else?
Helium.
Helium. Okay.
We're gonna have no drinking water, no shelter.
Claire, do you got one?
Refined metals.
Refined metals. Okay.
Wait, are we picking one of these to be in abundance and
Well,
the rest
I have to first put down a resource, and then we're gonna do that. Oh God, I think I'm gonna be boring just so that we have one.
Please.
Yeah, I think I am just gonna put drinking water. I'm just gonna put drinking water as one.
You don't want to drink liquid helium? Fine, okay.
That's cold.
Okay, so now we're gonna decide which one
I think
is
spice
in
bubble.
abundance. My guess is biological marvels is in abundance, but not necessarily. Like, this could be a desert-esque section of the atmosphere we're in, but that one does make sense to me.
I could also see a pitch for having biological marvels. Yeah, sure, there's a lot of them out there, but we don't know how to use them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like there's biological marvels out there, but there's this scarcity of like
how to
knowledge about them.
Yeah, knowledge about them.
So I could see a pitch for that if we wanted to do that.
I think it would also be interesting to have like spiritual fulfillment along the lines of we have found what we were looking for,
But we're trapped here.
but we're trapped, and also we need water or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have biological marvels be the abundance.
Great, let's go.
Great. All right. I'm going to add that to abundance. And Olive, if you could draw something on the map that indicates biological marvels, it could just be a symbol, whatever. Like one of the examples for, drinking water, scarcity of drinking water, just an empty glass, right? Like, it's just a symbol indicating, And then everybody else who put down theirs, so go ahead and put a symbol or a drawing for what yours was on the map. Are you gonna put the
Yeah.
periodic table symbol for, or the like? Yeah. Okay. What did I just put? Drinking water. Mine's so boring. Okay.
Nah, it's good. We needed a boring one.
Yeah, we needed one boring one.
Keep it grounded. Keep it grounded.
Yeah.
We are not grounded though.
Hey,
Hey.
you should take a contempt token for me saying that.
I already took a contempt token because you took the green, but then I put it back.
I don't know, I'm drawing some sort of weird flower thing here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it is going to be glowing in yellow, which shows that it's marvelous.
I think I'm gonna take
There, that's helium.
I think I'm gonna take an example out of Monopoly here, and I'm gonna draw the little
I feel like
faucet.
it's like I feel like there's our representation of what refined metals we have. It's our spaceship,
But it's going to be a shortage of,
right?
I see. But
I feel like
I think we should add like something to the map so we can interact with it though.
Okay.
I don't know what it would be.
I would put some sort of symbol, Claire, like
Yeah.
like I'm basically doing the Monopoly water faucet for.
What if you drew the like atom diagram for like iron or something? So we have
I haven't the faintest idea what that looks like.
It's like Enyo's but with more dots.
just write FE and then put a circle around it.
There we
Alright.
go.
I
Here.
put a little water faucet in the center of our lily pads. That's our symbol for no scarcity of drinking water.
Mine's so abstract. If you pointed at mine, I'm like, what is this? I don't think
It's shiny. We know that.
it's green and shiny.
All right, so we've done resources. So now I think we get to play. No, I think we get to start to play. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. So each week in our year is a turn taken by one of us, with one play moving clockwise around the table. So we'll go based on my setup here. So I'll just start, and then it'll go Claire, Olive, Enyo, back to me. And that'll kind of mimic our layout, our stream layout. The other players are quiet audience members unless prompted otherwise. Weeks take an average of 2 to 3 minutes to complete. We're on a great track so far with the 2 to 3 minutes.
I think I'm not started yet.
It's true. Each week follows these 3 phases in order. Play a card. The active player draws a card, reads the relevant text aloud, and resolves it. Bold text indicates that the card has specific rules. Adjust the dice. So we don't have any active projects right now, but if we did, the active player reduces each project die by 1, and any finished projects are updated. And then you take an action. The active player chooses and takes an action. You can discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. Do you want me to go over what each of those actions are, or is everybody feel comfortable with what each of those actions are? And you have not played this, correct?
I have not played this.
Then let me go over it. Let me go over it. Okay. So, discover something new. One of the 3 action types is discover something new. Introduce a new situation. It might be a problem, an opportunity, or a bit of both. Draw that situation onto the map. Drawings should be small and simple, smaller than an inch, finished in under 30 seconds. Whenever things seemed too controlled and easy, we can use this action to introduce new issues and dilemmas. When individual characters get named, we can record those names on an index card. Example situations: there's a dried up well at the edge of town. Mangy wolves have been slinking around the woods at night. A self-declared prophet arrives. So these are things you literally just come up with. It's up to you. Okay, next one is hold a discussion. This one's interesting. So you can choose to open with a question or a statement. Starting from you and going clockwise, each player gets to weigh in once with a single statement of 1 to 2 sentences. If you opened with a question, you get to weigh in last. If you opened with a statement, that's it for you. A discussion never results in a decision being made. Everyone weighs in, and then it's over. This is how conversations work in communities. They're untidy and inconclusive affairs. It's important to stick to 1 to 2 sentences. If any of us feel like we have more to say on a topic, we can always hold another discussion about it in another week. Each discussion is tied to a situation on the map. When the discussion ends, mark the situation with a small dot. I could go over example discussions, which is just like, I'll do the first one. Should we strike back against the bikers? That's one of the examples. So it could be like, should we go and try to explore the jackals above? The jackal storm above, something like that. Start a project is the last thing. You choose a situation and declare what the community will do to resolve it. There is no agreeing or disagreeing. The community simply begins work. As a group, quickly decide how many weeks the project would take to complete from 1 to 6. Remember, you are a small community. It isn't easy or quick to build a house or repair a water wheel. If a project would reasonably take longer than 6 weeks to complete, it will need to be completed in stages. Place a project die on the map with the number showing how many weeks it will take to complete. So those are your actions. With all of that in mind, I think we can start. So I'm going to draw the first card. I'm just going to click this and see what happens. Oh, that is so small. How the heck do I make that? There we go. Okay. I drew the 3 of clubs, autumn. Someone leaves the community after issuing a dire warning.
One point of order.
Yes.
Is this an autumn card?
This is an autumn card. Thank you. How do I put this back? Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, they're an alphabet or no?
Thank you for catching that.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to put it back. Thanks for rotating it. Let me see if I can.
I'm being helpful, I see.
We could just kind of like drag it off to the side, and like whenever we draw autumn, we drag this one first.
Yeah, I'll just put it off to the side here.
It's a dire portent.
When it comes to my turn in autumn, I will have drawn that card. So we have some foreshadowing. Something's going to happen in autumn. Okay, let me go to spring. Damn it.
A dire warning, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna draw a spring card. Here we go. Spring. I got the night. Okay. A charismatic young girl convinces many to help her with an elaborate scheme. What is it? Who joins her endeavors? Start a project to reflect. Or a charismatic young girl tries to tempt many into sinful and dangerous activity. Why does she do this? How does the community respond? Oh my goodness. Which one do I want to pick? I mean, I feel like we're all about sin here, so I'm gonna say charismatic young girl tries to tempt many into a sinful or dangerous activity. Why does she do this? So I'm gonna say, oh, what are our resources we have? Okay. Okay, this young woman, I need a name. I'm just gonna go Raven. That's the first thing that came to my head. Sure. So Raven. Raven is very concerned with the water shortage, or the water shortage that will be coming. I imagine that Angela, god damn it, I imagine that there is a supply of water on this ship, but it is finite, and this girl sees this as a problem. So she is trying to convince people to go down further into the atmosphere, because she has seen evidence of these large carcasses that have risen to the top, and she assumes that in order for life to be living down there, there must be some source of water. But this is obviously very dangerous, because when we look down there, it's unclear what's down there. I imagine there's like lots of tumultuous clouds. It's hard to see what's going on, and we've seen these massive creatures floating up from below. But she is trying to convince people that it is time to go down there. How does the community respond? Oh no, did we lose Enya?
Apparently, the community responds by leaving.
I'm gonna say that the community is going to respond by, I think there's going to be some tension, but I think there will be kind of almost a slight schism that happens here, where there's going to be one faction that is starting a project to find a way down below, and there's another faction that is against that. I don't know what they're going to do, but they don't want that to happen. They think it's way too dangerous and it's a waste of resources. So as my action, I'm going to start a project, and I'm going to say that she is attempting to scrap resources from the ship to create some kind of device to go further down.
Are we allowed to pitch on this idea, or are we?
This is
Just
what
watch.
happens, and then it's gonna come to Claire. So I know.
Okay.
I know. This is how this game works. Okay, so I'm gonna start my project, and then Claire, if you want to go ahead and do your turn.
Sure.
May I have a quick recap of what it was? My
Yes.
internet
So
cut out.
this young woman named Raven is very concerned with the shortage of drinking water issue that is coming. Hold on, I have to. There we go. So she has convinced a portion of the community to start stripping resources from the crashed ship to create some sort of device to be able to travel down into the lower atmosphere, because she's convinced there's water down there, since these massive carcasses have been floating up. Like, in order for life to exist, there must be water down there for them to exist. So that's what she wants to do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna draw like a little submersible looking thing, like a little bathysphere, I think is what I will do, with like some sort of like cabling device. It looks like a little antenna, but you know, I'll give it little ears, little legs.
Cute. Oh my
That
god.
is very
I love it.
cute.
Why
Alright.
is it named Legs?
I think this project is pretty hefty, so I think I am gonna keep it. Is this a 6-week project? This can be a discussion. This we can all decide on.
I think so. Like, even especially with like a scarcity of processed metal.
Oh
and
yeah,
here you go trying to.
yeah.
I mean, is this longer? Do you think?
I think it's longer. Yeah, I
So
think
maybe-
we're looking at
So maybe it's 6 weeks just to construct like the fuselage, like the frame, essentially, or like, yeah. So this will be a multi-staged project. Okay, great.
Can we be specific about like what this project's about? Is it just the body of it? Is
Yes,
it...
this project is to construct the hull, just the hull of this vehicle. So it won't have any life support systems or I think it will be a literal like winch device. Like it lowers down into the lower atmosphere, so it's not even something that can go around and navigate. It's like an initial like
Just something
a
that can, like,
scouting, like
withstand the pressure.
yeah. So In fact, you know what I'm gonna say? Because I want some stuff to happen. I would like to pitch that this is a 6-week project just to create an initial like scouting thing that lowers down. So at the end of that 6 weeks, we'll have like a literal 1-man, capsule that lowers down for people to just look around, and that's the 6-week project. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
That sounds
Cool. All right, I'm gonna move my card off to the side.
Where does everyone sleep? Who is unhappy with this arrangement and why? We all sleep in the bulbs.
you can get to pick that one or the bottom.
Well, I already picked that
Oh,
one.
okay. Sorry.
Oh, I
we
love
all
this.
sleep in the bulbs down here, which means that we are protected from whatever weather might be going on. But it does mean that there are roughly 12 people per bulb, all sleeping kind of in one big pile at the base. And we've probably established various interpersonal relationships at this point, such that some people don't get along well, and some people want more privacy than they're currently getting, and some other people want those people to have more privacy too, please. I feel like that's a very generalized. I feel like we should specify it a little bit more.
I think it's great. You'll just need to add some kind of like symbol to represent that we sleep down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. Let's see. What color is sleep? Here we go.
Awesome.
Here's our nests.
Our nest. I want to see where. Oh, excellent. Little pancakes.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. That was the card. Now you get to take an action.
What action? Sorry, I can have a discussion, start a project, or
Discover.
Something
discover.
new. Oh,
Oh.
and we tick the project down by 1, so I'm gonna change it to 5.
Let's discover something new.
Great.
Let's iterate on one of the marvelous scientific things. We find a propellant one. So this isn't just something that is floating up. This is something that we find that maybe flagellates.
Ooh. like how a squid can almost create a biological jet. Like that?
I was thinking more.
You're literally thinking like
like a ribbon eel.
Yeah, a ribbon eel. That's kind of the movement that I was thinking.
Oh, very cool.
Flagellates is
Flagellates.
my new word of the week.
Flagellates.
So this is
Flagellates.
so this is a creature. This is a biological marvel. Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's see that flagellating.
This rules. I love this.
Yes, this game is so cool. And you know what's really cool about this is theoretically we could finish this and then this could be a world that we play some tabletop in, right? Like this could be the start of like a homebrew for
that's what we did
any
for
system.
the one time that I played this before.
Very cool.
We're still playing in it.
Ah, that's awesome.
And it also started with the bones of a giant beast.
Oh, really?
So, I think there's something about Quiet Year that people love living in, like Titan bones.
Yes, I mean it's so good. Yeah, I love this guy. Who is this little guy?
This is a whole guy.
I love this so
Aw.
much.
Little D.
I'm content.
Just a squiggly little guy. Oh my god.
There we go.
Amazing. All
Does it
right.
have like a little flashlight on its head?
Yeah, it emits blue light.
Oh,
Amazing.
It's
r-
smiling too.
real
Creatures are
quick,
so happy.
just as a for everybody's reference, if you go down to the bottom, I put another token down that says turn summary. If at any point you want to have a reminder of what the actions are, you can open that up to look at it. So Olive, it
My
is
turn.
your turn.
This is spring.
Spring.
Let's see. This is somebody new arrives who, or two of the community's younger members get into a fight. What provoked them? Someone new arrives. That's fascinating. Like, who could it be? Somebody who is already here? Somebody else from the outer atmosphere? Oh, that could be interesting. Like somebody else made it through the jackals.
Ooh.
I think we're going with that.
Someone new arrived.
Somebody new arrives through the outer atmosphere. Who, and the who is a rival university / like billionaire, like that we were racing. We were doing like a 60 days around the world sort of situation, and we got through first, and they're now getting through. And they have landed on the whale bones.
Did they successfully land, or did they crash land?
Ooh. I think they successfully landed.
Oh shit.
Oh no, that's interesting. It's more interesting if everybody's a castaway.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. No pitching, apparently.
No pitching. I'm sorry.
Not allowed to think at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so if they're orange, they're going to be, I think, purple to match smiling whale or lavender. And their civilization or their lander looks like a big teardrop sort of situation with rockets on each side. And they have kind of like a glider, sort of like flattened profile, so they're able to glide and kind of like choose their landing spot here. So it's kind of it's crashed, but it's also crashed and smoking. And it's a rival university and our nemesis. And they're next door.
So is this is like another crew? It's like multiple people.
Yes.
Okay, great.
And then my turn is to have a discussion. How do we kick those off? Again? It's like,
You either ask a question,
ask a question?
yeah, give our input, or you make a statement and we all give our input.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you ask a question, you get to end the discuss. You get to end it at the very end with another question, I believe. Hold on.
Did we adjust the die already?
Oh
the
yeah,
project?
adjust the project die. So reduce that down to 4. Okay, so if you open with a question, you get to weigh in last. If you open with a statement, that's it for you. So yeah,
Okay.
You have to decide whether it's a question or a statement to start with.
I am speaking as the university pastor. Is that the religious like chapel leader person? And I'm reminding us all that
When did you sentences?
the center of this planet is a holy site, and we should not defile it.
Okay, that goes to Enyo.
Too bad, Pastor. We are sending the center of this planet. Well, we're sending a submersible down to the surface, and if there is water, we're gonna go deeper than that.
This clearly has nothing to do with holiness or religion. Signs of evolution are around us everywhere.
It is possible to strike a balance between respecting the holiness of this planet and understanding it.
And that's it.
And I am going to take a contempt token because I think that I was not fully heard out or listened to. People disagreed with me or were centrists about it.
Amazing.
So I'm taking a contempt token.
Awesome. I made another token called named characters. If at any point we end up naming more characters, you can add that.
The pastor or whoever
Go for it.
Your GM has not granted access to this linked content.
Did I not? Hold on. Can be edited by all players. Did I not do that?
Try right. Sorry, left clicking.
You have to click. So did you click the little expandy icon, the little black circle with the...
There is no expanding icon on this one. There is on the turn summary and not this one.
Okay, yeah. I'll figure it out. That's really annoying.
Okay, but this character's name is Rufus.
Rufus. Okay, we have Raven and Rufus.
No! It's our focused.
This is
black and red.
This is the university pastor?
No.
Okay.
Pastor, yes.
Okay. I will try to...
That's good. Because the ice shepherds are coming?
Frost shepherds.
Frost shepherds. We already have a pastor, like a someone who takes care of herds.
Wait, that's shepherd. Wait, pastors also take care of?
I believe so.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
It's like a Christian thing. Like the shepherd of the flock is the pastor to their congregation.
That's where how pastor comes from, because it's pastoral animals that you eat.
Yep.
All right.
We're learning a lot today. Anyway,
Edio, it's your turn.
It's my turn. I know, no pitching, but I can't not chime in with.
We
oh God! What happened? What happened to my? I lost. Oh, there they are. Okay, never mind. I'm good. I'm gonna.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say, ooh, what's the most beautiful thing in this area? Or what's the most hideous thing in this area? Okay. I kind of want it to already be something that's here. I guess these whales are just the most abundant type of whale rise or food rise, but you get incredible leviathans swimming in the deep, and some people find them beautiful, some people find them hideous. They are larger than it would make sense for our physics. We cannot comprehend what they truly are. Our instruments are not refined enough to actually get a good idea of what is happening. And to some people, it's the biggest biological marvel. And to others, maybe the pastor, it is the devil.
Okay, amazing. You will need to go ahead and add a symbol to represent this these leviathans below.
Here there be dragons.
Because all we're seeing is the dead corpses that have floated to the top, so we don't actually know what they look like when they're alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I think it's just
Love it. Raven and Rufus, the Romulus and Remus of this campaign.
you just see little bits and pieces of them. as they come all through.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like that.
And then I drew a card, and now I did the project die.
Yep.
That gets ticketed down.
Ticket down. I'm gonna move this off to the side.
And then I, oh man, make a discovery, start a project. I think there's a faction that is unhappy with this submersible, and rather than staying here, they want to leave.
Okay.
So they are going to salvage. They're going to go to the rivals and see if what they can get between the rest of our wreck and your wreck, if maybe we have enough to get on out of here.
Okay. So this is starting a project?
Starting a project, and I think it's going to be just an like an exploration to see whether it's feasible. Or maybe to make a new craft.
Cool.
Yeah, the shell of a craft.
Awesome.
So I'll take
Can
one
I
of
ask-
those.
How are we moving over to them? Or how
We're
are
just
we
talking.
communicating? Oh, just like over the radio?
How are we? Yeah, we're just talking right now. Maybe in secret.
Okay, so it's this project is happening. So I mean, this is like really early stages. This is you talking to the other crew on starting this project. What do you think
Yes.
So is this what do you think the end result of this ideally would be to determine how long this project would take?
Okay. I'm just going to say that this is going to be like reaching out and an exploration to see whether we have enough. I think this could be knowing academics, actually 6 weeks I think sounds good.
I would pitch this one should be 1 week. And my main
1 week?
I know that realistically you're right, it probably would be 6 weeks, but I would pitch this as 1 week just for the sake of keeping things moving so that we can have have that resolution.
Okay.
If this is purely them
I
speaking over the radio and this is like a survival situation, I feel like 1 week is reasonable.
Yeah, okay. That is chill. Sure.
Oh, can you not access these tokens either? Am I?
I can't. I can access them, but I can't move them.
What the fuck?
Oh, well, no, I can. I'm having issues somehow, so I'm gonna put it there. Okay.
Can you draw some sort of little symbol to
Yes.
represent this discussion?
And it is going to be a little telephone
Yay!
between. Oh Christ, I don't remember what a telephone looks like.
You could do the two cans and the string.
Actually, that's so
the
good.
little kid telephone.
Or like radio waves, like a Wi-Fi signal?
Yeah. There we go. Good enough. Two pieces of macaroni.
Beautiful. Love
Amazing. All right. That is Enyo's turn, I believe. Yeah, you did all the things. Okay. It is now back to me. I will draw a spring card. Ha! Okay. There's a large body of water on the map.
Oh.
Where is it and what does it look like? Or there's a giant man-made structure on the map. Where is it? Why is it abandoned? Oh my god.
That'd be so funny.
It is really funny.
Both of these are good.
Oh man, I wish I
These are
got this.
both really good. Yeah, these are both really
I
good.
have so many ideas.
I know. because scarcity is exciting, I'm not going to go with the water one. I'm going to go with the man-made structure.
Which means...
I know. So, I don't know what this is, but I'll just describe something. So, I think on one of, like during this week, as all these projects are going on with trying, well, actually, specifically the project to go down, there's a lot of people focused downward, right? They're like looking down into these clouds, especially with people noticing these leviathans. And one of the days, there seems to be a lull in the storm below, and the clouds seem to part, briefly revealing somewhere far below what looks to be like a jagged plateau. And on that plateau, there looks to be a strange looking structure that's clearly like not organically formed, like it's too geometric, and it looks to be some sort of temple. Like something about it just seems like a monumental site, like like you know, it's hard to explain. It just gives those vibes.
Archaeologist would say it was probably used for ritual purposes.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, this is great because this is totally gonna cause a lot of chaos with the person, the Rufus, talking about the center of the planet being a holy place. So yeah, I'll put down here as which also indicates there's some sort of cycle with the storm below. There was some kind of moment of calm and that sort of opened up and revealed this structure far below. So far below, there is a holy site, some sort of ziggurat or temple far beneath in the clouds.
Pyramids, hell yeah.
On a jagged plateau. Alien versus Predator. So, I'm just gonna try to make this look a little weirder. Okay, there we go. So there's something down there. I will now take down the project die. The bathysphere goes down to 2, and the communication project resolves. Enya, what is the result of the ending of this project? What happens?
There are enough people who whip together some blueprints and are certain that, yes, if we can just get a little bit more, if we can get enough helium to purge the gas tanks, that we have enough salvage to actually do this. And then there are dissenters. There are people who don't, who think that we need those resources down here. We need to make a life down here. So I'm going to take a contempt token.
Okay, great. Yes, I also took a contempt token earlier for the start of this project. Oh boy. I'm going to start... I'm going to start a project that I think a smaller group that... I feel that on this research vessel, like, sure, there was probably a lot of scientists, but there were also just people that had to have the ship running. And I think these people are... Some of these people are looking at the reality of the situation, and they want to make the living situation more comfortable. So I think this is a group of people that are looking for ways to make the living situation inside of the bulbs more comfortable. So like right now, if they're all kind of like just like sleeping bags down in the bowl of these bulbs, I think this is a group of people that are looking to find a way to use the like maybe like the roots or something in the environment to build a level floor so that there's like actually start building a home inside these spaces. And I think this is a pretty lengthy project. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with 4 weeks. Seem okay to people? 3 weeks? Okay. do 3 weeks. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna say this is for one of the bulbs. It's gonna be the one closest to the ship. So I'll put a little like house symbol over here, and that'll be that. Okay, that is my turn. Claire.
All right, let's see.
Or you can just click and drag it.
Thank you. What important and basic tools does the community lack? Or where are you storing your food? Why is this a risky place to store things? All just down at the bottom. Yeah.
Everything's just in piles at the bottom.
In piles. The people, the food. Important and basic tools. Fuel, like fuel cells to propel us, has been a clear lack, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot physically reach the other ship because of the lack of propellant. I'm going to say that is the important and basic tool that we lack. Actually, to that point, I'm going to say that there are a group of people who do I need to start research on the flagellating?
Yeah, so if you want to start a project on that, you can.
Yeah.
Before you do,
Oh, yeah.
I was going to do that.
Before you do, lower all the project tokens down by 1, just so we stay in the order of things. And then I think also you're supposed to draw like a little symbol for this lack of propellant, but I guess because it's connected to this flagellating creature, we can just leave it at that. And yeah, so what is the project you want to do?
Yeah, I want to figure out the combination of mechanics and chemical reactions that are happening such that these creatures can both float and direct themselves.
Awesome.
Time.
What's the outcome of this?
A new kind of fuel.
Okay.
Cool.
Maybe 5 weeks? 4?
Down for that. This is one of those things where it's like, we're starting an entirely new project based off of an entirely new creature. It could take us 2 weeks. It could take us 5 years.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, we're playing with kind of accelerated time. I think for the sake of the game and narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I think 5. Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go.
These
That's
are
me.
good scientists.
Yeah, they're really good
Yes.
scientists. Incredible scientists. Yeah. All right. Amazing. That was Claire's turn. Olive.
You see a good omen. What is it? Or you see a bad omen. What is it? We already had
Yeah, Pastor.
good signs, bad omens. Oh yeah, Pastor says like, oh, it's a holy site. We must go down there immediately. I want to do something new though.
The flagellating.
Maybe something like there's like a prophecy, and we actually just like get a somewhat unambiguous sign of this prophecy coming to pass.
Ooh.
And I get to decide if it's a good or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a prophecy that defiling the holy site, or like going back to like the heart of this planet is actually the heart of one of our gods, and if they're ever disturbed, they will like wake up and like I think suck the heat out of the whole world, universe,
Okay.
like existence. If this slumbering god ever awakes, and we see, so it's a bad omen, and the bad omen is snow.
Snow.
This is a hot and humid planet.
Where do we see the snow?
I think it just snows everywhere here.
Wow. So the temperature drops like.
Yeah, it's just there's like a cold snap and everything
Wow.
gets frozen and freezy. And we're gonna draw that with everybody's favorite little ice snowflake.
Does that alleviate some of the water scarcity problem?
Yeah, probably. Oh, it might not be water snow. It could be like
Oh, methane snow.
yeah, methane snow. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh God.
Like this methane snow like lands, and I think
Love it.
Is this an overreach to say like that errant spark ignites the methane snow here, and this lily pad actually catches fire and goes under?
Is that a bridge?
Is that too much?
I feel like that's more than a bad omen.
Yeah.
That's just a bad occurrence.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's methane snow
Great.
sometimes.
Great.
Great, and I am going
Tick the project tokens down first.
to tick the project tokens now, as we all know, what I was going to do, definitely. This bathysphere resolves.
It does.
Hmm.
You didn't actually tick that one down.
Yeah, make sure you tick all of them down. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
And the flagellating flatulent worms. The bathysphere is completed. Oh my God! Now I have to decide what happens when it is completed.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think Raven is the one who goes into the sphere, and I think this is like, despite the schism, this is a very monumental moment, and I think that everybody gathers to watch, including, I think, the rival group across the way, because this is the first time that either group has achieved some form of like locomotion, essentially, out into the wider world. I think that the sphere drops down, disappears into the clouds, and then the cable snaps.
Rip.
But
there goes Raven.
to not make this a complete waste, I think the cable snaps, and I think the cable comes up, and it is, I'm gonna say it's dripping with fresh water. So the cable snaps, the sphere is gone, and Raven is gone for, who knows, but the cable is dripping very clearly with drinkable water, like it is wet. Okay.
Let's see.
So I will remove, I'll put our little sphere down here, and I'll put what am I gonna put, like a skull and crossbones, like it's missing.
Maybe a question mark.
A question mark, there you go, that's better. Thank you, Olive.
We're just gonna assume the worst.
I mean, for sure, that's what people are gonna assume, but yeah. Okay, question mark. So yeah, we don't know whether Raven survived or not, but something happened. It snapped. And I'll put some little drippies on the thing. Okay, that was the resolution of that. So back to you, Olive.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do a discovery. I think is it connected to the methane snow or this? Like, why are we discovering this now? I want to have discovered a sort of grub that you can squeeze and it makes silk, and you can like use it to like make ropes and things. Like, let's use these biological marvels.
Yes.
It's like the ants that use their own larvae to like spin silk stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
What? Hold on, let me look that up.
Yeah, there's an ant like. No, they actually I think might use them for glue guns. It might be silk
Oh my
glue.
god, that's
But
incredible.
like like you have ants like holding like their like little babies in grubs and like using them like cocking guns.
So they're holding their little babies and be like,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Oh, wait, real quick, who is? I don't know if I've seen
That is
intelligent.
that is Josh. That is my housemate. Hello, Josh.
Oh, hi,
Nice to
Josh.
meet you guys.
Amazing. Good to see another person. Hi. Anyways, okay, amazing. So they find little silkworms that can
Yeah,
squirt.
and I'm trying to figure out where we find them. Are they?
They like the cold environment.
Oh,
like the cold
it's
environment.
like a weird. Yeah, it's some sort of life cycle thing. They come out when the cold
The methane
happens.
snow.
Okay.
Yeah. And where would they come up? I think they climb up the roots. Like they
Ooh,
start showing up and climbing up the roots from somewhere below.
Cool. Because the
and
roots
so
extend
we-
all the way down, right, to the surface, or at
We
least
don't know.
we assume they go beyond the cloud layer below. We assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And I guess is this a resource? Do I?
It's a
want is
discovery,
us
so
to
you
start-
just all you do is just draw the little worm guys somewhere.
Okay.
That's it.
just try the little worm guys.
Yeah. I know there's so many things that can happen, but now it's up to the next players to, decide what to do.
Yeah.
I'm still so stuck on the ant fact. But
Where are these worms?
On the lily pads, they're segmented
Ah,
Oh,
I see
there they
one.
are.
Oh my god.
and they spin silk.
Awesome. Okay. That I believe is Olive's turn.
we are still on
Yes.
spring.
We're still on spring, so it is now your turn, Enyo.
I hit draw. Draw one card. Draw. I'm trying to draw
You
a deck with no more cards.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Did we
Are
finish
we done with
spring?
spring?
I guess so.
Oh my god, we finished spring. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this is really good timing because we're almost at 9, but we can start peeking into summer. So, yes, go ahead and draw the first card from summer.
Someone tries to take control. This is okay. Someone tries to take control of the community by force. Ooh, do they succeed? Why do they do this? Or a strong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion. Start a foolish project. Yeah. Okay, this is it. This is what I'm here for. Start a foolish project. Say less. Okay. Somebody from down here. They are holding the others in contempt. They don't need them. They're just going to fix their thing up on their own, and they're gonna leave.
Wait. Which community is
Oh,
doing this? The rivals?
The rival university.
Ooh.
Yes, that I'm going to call
Oh.
the I'm gonna call them Rachmaninoff University.
Beautiful.
What is it? Rachmaninoff?
Rachmaninoff.
The great Russian composer.
Excuse you. He is a
Was he
great
Russian?
scientist. No. I'm just coming up with more lore for this.
No,
But yes,
yeah.
you're right. He is a Russian composer. I should have done Rimsky-Korsakov. Anyway,
And
so he is going to some of them are going to start rebuilding their own ship to try and leave without consulting the others.
Incredible.
There are breakdowns.
So go ahead and draw that on the map.
Yeah, I think that's a 6
Yeah.
6-week project. I'm gonna just draw some little tools and stuff.
Amazing.
If I had a hammer, I'd know how to draw a hammer and stuff. Okay, shut up.
Their sports
Okay.
team is the Rock 3.
And a wrench. A hammer and a wrench. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. And now I reduce project clocks. We have projects now? Okay, wow. Our houses are complete.
Oh shit.
Yay.
Oh my god. Okay, houses are complete. So yeah, I think Olive, if I may, because of this serendipitous moment with the silkworms, I think that is the final ingredient that allows them to stitch together disparate pieces to create these spongy floors that people can, like, they have now fully made level floors in this single bulb. So this bulb is now like the luxury bulb, but it's at least the template for constructing level floors in these bulbs, which also means that theoretically they could start creating levels within the bulbs to create multiple stories so that we could fill these bulbs out. So I will, how am I going to represent this? I think I'll just remove the little pancake down here, if that's okay, Claire, and I'm going to put just like a straight line. That'll be, and I'll make it a black line because it's, yeah. Okay, that's my resolution for that project.
I think we could have silk sheets. Yeah.
Oh, right. I have one more thing I forgot that I have an action still. An action. I am going. Is it too soon? Oh, cool. Okay. Great. Everything is refreshing.
Same.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, great. I think that the submersible with Raven is tossed back up by Leviathan.
Is tossed?
Tossed?
Oh my god, is Raven alive?
In a sense,
That's the best answer.
yeah. So I think I'll just add another question mark, but make it spooky.
Spooky question mark with the bathysphere up. So you can go ahead and here. Do you want me to move the bathysphere up?
Oh yeah.
I'll let you draw that first, and then I can move everything up.
There we go. A Leviathan has leviathanated the submersible back up.
Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna move the submersible.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is.
And then. And it comes back dripping with all kinds of exotic materials from the Leviathan.
Oh wow. Okay. Incredible.
Materials.
Does it? Okay. So it gets tossed back up. Does it? Let's say it lands on top of one of the lily pads. Is that how they are able to retrieve it?
It gets tangled. It gets tangled in the
okay.
roots.
Great. Okay. Incredible.
And therefore, weird little goo stuff on it.
Weird goo.
Love
Amazing.
this.
This is so cool. Okay, so that is make a discovery or discover something new. So cool. Shit, is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Actually,
that would
hold
be
on.
it.
It is basically 9 o'clock, and I think that is actually a really good
Yeah, I think so
ending.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
we will end here as the bathysphere comes hurtling up from the surface and just into the vines, dripping with exotic goo, and Raven is somewhere inside, alive in some sense. We'll find out what happens.
She
next
left.
time.
She was young and idealistic and had dark black hair, and now it's pure white.
What,
Amazing.
5 weeks
Also,
later.
Yeah.
I love that Grandpa said Enya is turning this into Kane. Amazing.
Any chance I get.
Okay, this is so cool. I love this game so much. I'm really happy to be playing it with all of you, and Enyo, I'm really happy that you get to experience this for the first time.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. It was great to see a new name. Maybe I have seen your name before in one of the previous episodes, but good to see you again. Intelligigame? Intelligame? Thank you. Okay. I think that's it. Have a lovely night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.